Bing bong! Welcome to another episode of the Claw Talk Podcast, the greatest podcast on earth, where Tobey Maguire is the best Spider-Man on the planet.
Allegedly.
Today we have the movie. Today we have the movie connoisseur himself at the Sunset Kid with us. This is a very special collaboration. We're talking a whole lot of movies today. How you boys doing?
I'm good. I can't complain. You know, I'm over here repping Double Axe Handle News at Retreon Pod. You know, everybody. It's out here wearing multiple flags. You know what I mean?
Whole lot of content. Jalen, how you doing, man?
Shit. Same thing that Sunset Kid just said. Right, cut that out. I'm fucking up already. I'm good though. Happy to be here. About to get into some real nerd shit. You see the hat? Some nerd shit. Let's get it.
Yeah. Shout out to At Nerds Clothing, my man E Money doing his thing out there. You know.
Yes, sir. So Jalen alluded to it a little bit. Last topic is top 3 movies. So we'll let you go first, Marcos. If you could give us your top 3 movies, if you had to choose, gun to your head.
Top 3 movies all time, or top 3 comic movies?
Movies of all time, right?
Your top 3 all time. Your top 3.
My top 3 all time. Man, you guys, of course, have to put me on the spot.
Brokeback Mountain.
No.
Oh, man.
Wow. Pause.
Drop a like. Subscribe for Brokeback Mountain.
Yeah, shout out to Brokeback Mountain.
I never watched that movie.
Me neither.
Well, like if it comes down to like movies, I want to say The Dark Knight is probably my number 1 favorite movie.
I think that's gonna be unanimous. I think.
Actually, you know what? I take it back. I'm gonna go.
Boo! Get this guy off the stage.
I'm gonna have to. It's gonna be the 08 or 07 Transformers. That movie.
I like Transformers.
That movie was lit, and I had like just being a big fan of the cartoons is one of those things that when it came out, I was a little kid again. I was like, "Yo, they made this happen," and it wasn't horrible. Like again, people are gonna be like, "Oh, the story was whack," but like, no, it didn't look cheesy. Like it wasn't like you know. I don't know if you guys ever watched Power Rangers in your age. It wasn't like some dude obviously in a suit after they transformed. Like, you know, ain't no guy wearing boxes and acting like he was Optimus Prime and shit. So that's my number 1.
Okay.
My number 2. This is gonna be like I'm gonna really date myself on this one.
I say boomer. I'll show your age, boomer.
Oh my god. Shit. What? Oh god. What is? Because
he can't remember that.
That's the end of the podcast, people. If you enjoyed this episode.
Okay, number two is gonna be Amazing Spider-Man number 2.
Okay, wow.
No, I'm lying. Okay. Amazing Spider-Man number 1. That movie was such a good movie.
Wait,
Andrew
Garfield.
I like those.
Okay.
I heard a lot of people didn't like them though.
I liked it.
Controversial.
That was my favorite. He was Peter Parker. Like I love Tobey Maguire, but I can't sit and rewatch those movies because it's like I know it's gonna piss Memo off. The man cried as more than he did fight, like in those movies.
Bro, it's that emotional acting. You got to get into it, you know.
And the Dark Knight. And if I had to add 2 more movies, is going to be a real cheesy one that you guys are not going to even Masters of the Universe just because I'm a huge He-Man fan. It's probably one of the worst movies ever made.
When is that from?
That's from like 85, 86.
Okay.
I don't know. Do you guys know who He-Man is?
Yeah, I've heard of him.
Kind of, sort of.
The actor that played him was Dolph Lundgren. So that's
I don't
how
know who that is.
That's how old it was.
Only Dolph I know is Young Dolph.
Okay. And the fifth movie, gun to my head, the fifth movie is Justice League Zack Snyder cut.
Okay. I gotta watch it.
I do too.
I gotta watch it. I haven't watched it. It's on HBO?
It should
HBO
be.
Max.
Okay.
Man, but you want to spend 4 hours watching that?
You can
tonight, baby. Let's do it.
the movie itself, it's get broken up into like 4 different parts.
Okay.
Like it says, like, you know, like it drops like a credit scene that says, like, they name each part like the beginning, the fever, and stuff like that.
Okay.
Mm.
That's dope.
Yeah.
That's a quality list.
I
didn't when I was thinking of mine, I did not think of Transformers. That was definitely a series that I enjoyed.
Yeah, one of our favorite quotes come from Transformers. You know that scene with Tyrese? He like, yo, get my phone out my pocket. He said, he like, where is it? He said, my pocket. He was like, left cheek.
Yeah, that was a lot of good movies.
But I'm gonna be very clear. The first 2, after that, the shit just went downhill. I love
when they brought in what's his name, Wahlberg.
That was
Mark Wahlberg into it.
I love Mark. I love him in action movies, but every time they try to make Mark a smart person, I can't believe that. Like, they try to make him like a scientist in that one, and I was just like, yo, this man does not look like he knows how to read, bro. Like,
throwing shade under the bodybuilder.
My man,
Jay Nice, what's your top 3?
So my top 3, I based it on like movies that I will watch like anytime that they're on TV, or I can just like, if I'm bored and I want to watch something, then I'll just cut these 3 movies on, and they are, well, we already know Dark Knight. I said that in the previous episode. That's my number 1. Number 2, I don't know, people might judge me, y'all might laugh at me, but I really like the Friday Night Lights, the football movie.
Oh my God.
Okay.
Lily, my significant other, she loves the movie and the TV show.
I never watched the TV show, but that movie, I don't know why, but
you should watch the TV shows on Netflix. That's where your man got his first start. Your man, Michael B. Jordan, rolling through in that movie. A couple of famous people went through that movie that you're like, I mean, that TV show. You're like, okay, this is where they got started.
Yeah.
And then third, I kind of had, I've been tossing and turning. Couldn't sleep last night trying to figure out my third.
My man's over here lying.
Nah, so third, I honestly did think about Transformers because I like that movie too, like the first one. But it was either between, just because of the memories and stuff, it was either between Stomp the Yard, the dance movie Stomp the Yard, and You Guys Serve, just because growing up we used to
doing it for Little Saint, right? Doing it for Little Saint.
But I think for me personally, third, I'm gonna have to say Stomp the Yard. I don't know. I know that movie.
That's quality.
I know that movie word for word.
Funny story about Stomp the Yard. I was so butthurt when Chris Brown was not in the rest of the movie. Spoiler alert, like 15 years later, my man Chris got the check and was like, peace.
My man, his role is the shortest role I've ever seen in a movie. My man he danced so good that he got fucking
he got creased.
Got clapped up.
Yeah, that a lot of people weren't expecting that. Like he was a big role. Like that's a big actor to have in a movie. Right. They offed him in the first 10 minutes. We're like, what?
Right. And he was all in the poster and the cover and the DVD. Right. I was like, this is bullshit.
All the girls was mad. They were like, yo, I can't believe they killed my Chris Brown in the beginning of the movie. I'm like, yo, good.
Motherfucker, cats were like looking to see if it was a superhero movie. Like he gonna be brought back later.
But the atomic dancer.
Yeah, that's a quality top three. I think for me, yeah, Dark Knight is my number one too. That was the first movie I saw twice in the movie theater. Like I was like, yo, this was so good. I need to see that shit again tomorrow. Like it was really good. Heath Ledger, rest in peace, acted his ass off. He made it a really good movie. I thought the length was good too. There was a lot of plot twists and stuff, so I thought that was good. Second for me, a lot of people. I don't think a lot of people like the ending of this movie, but Inception.
I was considering that too.
Yeah, that was one of the movies that I was like, yo, this shit blew my mind.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I love the ending to it too, because the fans get to choose like what happened at the end, like whether he like survived or not.
A bunch of theory, like conspiracies and all that shit.
Yeah, I'm a nerd, so I like philosophical movies like that, where it's like hella complex and stuff.
You realize that Inception and The Dark Knight had the same director and producer.
Nolan.
Yeah. I was looking into that. I was like, oh shit, like that was pretty cool.
Nolan.
And Zack Snyder helped in Dark Knight, so
I bet he did.
Mm-hmm.
So he might like the new the recut of Justice League, the Zack Snyder cut.
I definitely want to check it out.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna watch it and see. Third, it was hard for me. There's a lot of movies, man. There's a lot of movies could have mentioned. I'm gonna go with Django though. I really, really like that movie. Another Leo movie, but he's so good. Like that, I feel like the acting in that movie was just crazy. Jamie Foxx did his thing.
We saw that. Nice, we saw that on Christmas, didn't we? Years ago.
Yeah. That was cool. It was a black cowboy film, so it was really cool. They added in like, I think it was one of the first movies around the time to kind of like add in that hip hop twist to it and like kind of be authentic to the culture in some respects. And the acting in that was crazy.
That Rick Ross soundtrack.
Yeah. It was nuts. Especially towards the end when things started getting intense. I was like on the edge of my seat. Leo broke the glass on his hand. He was like, "You sir." I was like, "Oh shit." But yeah, those are my top three. Some runner-ups. The Rush Hour series is one of my favorite series ever, bro. Like,
it's a dope series, but yeah, I find myself as I get older, there's certain movies that like are so dated that I can't rewatch it. And that's one of them. Like, I don't know, man.
Yeah, the first one is kind of old, but the second and third, like, I could watch all of those movies every day, bro. I know every line in those, word for word, bar for bar. Like,
copy my whole flow.
Shout out to Soulja Boy.
Soulja Boy. Soulja Boy created Claw Talk Pod.
Series.
You know he's the first to do everything. Soulja Boy created this podcast.
Why you steal its flow?
Transformers. Whatchamacallit, Rush Hour series. There's something else I'm forgetting to mention. But yeah, I think those are our top three. Yeah, You Got Served. Yeah, that's another one. Watch that over and over again. I was
literally
me and Jay Nice. We got memories. We were sliding in the basement on the wood floor, doing all the twists and turns.
We repeated the first like 5 minutes of the movie. We used to replay it over and over again and try to do the dances.
Yeah, me and Jay Nice and my brothers, we would all sit there like do the moves together, like.
Yeah, really in sync too.
Yeah. So
if I could circle back, there's a few movies that we didn't touch on that if you're somebody that's listening to this podcast and haven't like really gotten into any comic book movies, there's like 3 or 5 movies that I could recommend. The number one and top on that list that you could go in without seeing anything else is Black Panther. That is an amazing movie. The representation in that movie is amazing, and it matters. One of the best ending movies that's still the last sequence in the action sequence. I know I'm gonna sound like a herb. Makes me cry. Is Avengers Endgame. when my man Cap straps up the broken shield, and you hear the like, I'm not gonna ruin the West. You gotta watch it. Another movie that you could go in cold and watch, and you'll appreciate. And I know some people don't like watching animated stuff. Is Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse? You have to watch that movie. If you guys have not seen it, that movie, Jalen, I honestly recommend you see that movie before you see Spider-Man No Way Home. Yes.
I think I might have cut it on, but I don't know if I actually finished it. So I'll definitely check that out too.
And
I love all of those movies. All those movies.
And honestly, and this is my personal favorite, close one to my heart. I couldn't put it in my top 5. Is Fast and the Furious. You got to watch that movie.
Yeah.
Fast and the Furious. For some reason, you can play the first 3, and I'll sit there. Like, shout out to USA Network, always, and TNT, always play.
They got them on all the time.
And I be like flipping channel. I'll be like, oh, wait, hold on. Yep. I'm watching. Like, low-key, Tokyo Drift has probably one of the best soundtracks I ever heard. Like, I'm not talking about the music that comes with the movie with artists. I'm talking about, like, the movie soundtrack. Like, everybody nods their head when they hear that do 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 do. Come on.
Yeah. All of those movies are good. You reminded me. There's a lot of Will Smith movies I like too. The Bad Boys series and I Am Legend. I Am Legend was a really
I was thinking,
good movie
all these movies, or I Am Legend, I thought about too, but I was like, I don't know if I want to put it in my top 3. Like I said, I base top 3 on like just movies that basically make me like make me. I don't know. It's a whole bunch of emotions.
It's hard to choose.
Yeah,
it's hard
definitely.
to choose.
I think next time, if we want to expand on an episode like this, we should focus on narrowing down the genre. Like, I know we like to keep this tight or whatever, but yeah, if we're talking about just movies that we love in general, we'll be here all day.
Definitely.
Yeah. There's a lot to choose from. Easter egg for the Cloth Talk audience. I actually dressed up as Spider-Man a couple times for Halloween. So if this video gets above 30 likes, we will post that on the Cloud Talk page.
We post
and I will expose myself.
Costume.
Pause. Or if we don't get close to it, you can hit me up at the Sunset Kid 56, and I will share these pictures for you because I feel like these pictures need to be seen.
Yeah, I've actually done a couple of Spider-Mans. I think my favorite was I think it was back in 2016, 2017. I wore like the Amazing Spider-Man classic costume, and then I had a New York Giants hat with Tim's on. I was like,
bing bong,
just straight up New York. So
yeah,
but yeah, I think that's all she wrote, baby. Thank you for coming on the Cloud Talk Pod. We appreciate having you here. Any parting words?
Yeah, if you want to hear me talk shit about wrestling or anything, hit me up at the Double Axe handle on Instagram. Hit me up at the Sunset Kid 56 if you want to chop it up about movies. Of course, I'm part of the Retreon Media Pod group. Shout out to my man TC. Once again, shout out to Ad Nerds Closing. Shout out to my man at Mega Ran. And honestly, man, we need to do an anime one. We need to get a couple more key people, but that might not be a podcast. That might just be a full blown argument.
It's just gonna be an argument the whole time.
A whole lot of yelling. I'm just be sitting here nodding my head because I don't watch anime.
Yo, that would be hilarious. Yeah, we could definitely have you on again and bring those individuals on and start that yelling contest.
For sure.
That's all sure. Turn everybody's mic down.
I think with that, we're going to close out another episode of the Cloud Talk podcast. Once again, thank you to the Sunset Kid for joining us. And like Memo said, 30 likes on this vid. We're going to post some, we're going to expose ourselves.
Whoa.
We're going to expose ourselves. You want to find out what that means, then give us 30 likes. And with that, we'll catch you in the next one. If you want to see the extended version of this video and other exclusive content, go subscribe to Cloth Talk Patreon right now.